Hello everyone, welcome to the first tutorial video. Super excited to show you all how I make the VJ loops seen on Loop Lab. Today we're creating colorful neon tunnel loop with seamless transitions. I've included the keystrokes and will narrate as best I can to make the steps clear. The animation is 10 seconds long and 300 frames. Let's get started. I hope you enjoy it. First, delete everything in the scene and add a curve then circle. Just follow my steps, the rest is quite simple. Scale it down, stretch it along the x-axis and subdivide it a few times. Add a curve modifier to your object and select the curve you created. To make it fit properly, extend the cube along the x-axis. Alright, so now we're going to apply scale, then rotate the object 90 degrees on the x-axis, and then we'll add some design elements so it looks more interesting. Feel free to create your own variation. Okay, so you can see this is just my version. The important part here is the base setup. The rest is up to your creativity or however you want to do it. As you'll see, I'm gonna make a few more adjustments to the cube. Okay guys, as you can see on the screen, this is our first element. I'm adding a modifier to smooth things out, but you can keep it as it was if you prefer. Again, there is a lot of personal preference. Here you want to go into material mode and assign a base color. You can then select the tips or edges you want and give them emission so they glow. Repeat this process for each corner. One thing to note is that you can add lighting to other areas too. You can also adjust emission strength as you like. I'll enhance the final brightness later during video editing so you can see. Later, I'll add contrast in post to make everything more vivid. You will need to repeat this lighting process on all edges, so pay attention. I'm not a Blender pro, but with basic knowledge, you can create animations like this. As you all may be able to tell, I love making VJ loops. This style is my personal favorite. There are more advanced ones out there, but these are simple, effective, and fun. Okay, so now we need to duplicate everything to create a second version. We're going to change the colors and rotation direction so we have two different animated objects. Okay guys, now we need to join everything into one object. Follow my steps and set up on the screen. It's important to remember that spacing between elements is very important for a perfect loop. Add the camera and center it. Keep in mind the curve in the back also needs to be extended. Now you need to repeat the looped elements multiple times so no gaps are visible during transitions. You can see I've also animated the camera. Notice the black circle in the background. Alright, so do you notice that the circle gets larger around frame 16? You will need to duplicate the tunnel elements until only a tiny point is visible at the end. I also changed the light colors on the second object for variation. Okay guys, so loops render faster than long sequences. You will need to adjust lighting positions if needed. Add enough tunnel segments so the black hole in the background is the same size at frame 1 and frame 16. Otherwise, the loop won't be seamless. Alright, so it's important to do a test render to check the loop. Make sure you save your project early as Blender can crash. So here you will need to set a file path for your test video. Use low resolution and low percentage settings for quick previews. Render the viewport animation and check if the loop works. Mine wasn't perfect, so I fixed it. Okay guys, so this is a helpful method. Create an 8 by 8 meter base plane as a boundary guide and place your objects inside it. If the start and end match within this space, your loop will be seamless. Here you will need to adjust the camera slightly. When saving viewport animation, hide all overlays and interface elements. Okay, so this is perfect. We have a seamless loop. Even if you play it for hours, you won't see the transition. Viewport samples between 256 and 512 are enough. Adjust contrast to your own style and taste. So, to make sure we have 4K output, you need to set resolution scaling to 150%. Choose the correct output location and file name. Avoid unnecessarily high quality settings. This is a simple way to learn Blender. I enlarge the keyframes in the UI for visibility, final adjustments, and save. I hope you all found this tutorial helpful and educational. If you have any questions about the process, feel free to drop a comment on this video and I'll get back to you.